Welcome to Saw Logs Plastic Hubs. This is Slop in the Shop. This is my video blog of what I do during the week or whenever I put these together, all kind of little odd and end clips that I just build into a video for you. Sort of like pig slop. It's just a mixture of whatever we throw in the bucket. Pull your chair up, enjoy the video. I'm going to zero in on this a minute. I may have to come back. See the little spring? That's part of this ParaKeep system. And I've recently purchased a ParaKeep system from Shaw's to try them out. So what I'm doing right now is kind of, in case you don't realize what I'm doing, is I made a set of these up already. And what happened is I got an order for, sister-in-law said she really wanted 4 of them. So we're going to reset up and then I'm going to make a change to them. So basically what I'm doing is taking one of the ones I've had and I'm going to drill them I'm going to use bigger eye bolts. So I haven't got we haven't got them powder coated yet, so I just wanted to show the ParaKeep off. In case you guys are wondering why we done this, I've redone all these, by the way. For the utensils, well, because I'm making these out of metal, I need a hook. Basically, these are just eye bolts that I've cut the eye out. Now I'm cutting them down to the thickness to go on these plates. It's a simple matter. I have a set of soft jaws in this vise. I think you've seen that many times. And take a hacksaw and we just saw it off, and then I just finish them up on the belt sander, just like that. Now, these are the last 2 or 3 I have to do, by the way. Not every chore, come on Dallas, is machine related. You see my buddy Dallas, me and him's going this morning, a little road trip. He's got to have a haircut. Now I'm one of the cool kids, got my sunglasses on. I have a pair of prescription ones, by the way. Here's something I want to show you on my way up the road here in a minute. A while back in one of my videos, I made a comment about the keyboard warriors and people living in their mama's basement. Somebody said something about it. Well, here in the South, we don't always have basements, but we put the kids out in the front yard in the camper. So that's just something you need to see. That's my neighbor right here. One of the things I'm doing is I'm going to show you out where we live in Dallas. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a TV tower, the radar for one of the television stations in Charlotte. There's 4 of these towers right around where we live. That's just that one there is about the first one of them was built, I believe, if I can remember right. And that's for the TV stations. And we're just right outside of Dallas. I mean, you know, not far. And I'm going on into town because I've got to bring the boy in. As you know, we're on the road trip this morning. So, you know, people carrying trash. The landfills on this road we're on. This road's Philadelphia Church Road, what they call it here in Gaston County, and the county landfill is out past where we live. Right here is a large recycling scrap yard. This particular one I have picked stuff up from. Problem with it is they've tightened up on letting people go in and pick. Or they did, last I heard from a friend, somebody I'm on the message board with, the local high school. This is the backside of it, football stadium. Every high school has football stadium. And we're just about to come into town here. Got in behind this dump truck all the way into town. My buddy, see Dow, he's waiting on his haircut. So me and Dow's coming along there. Got trash picking up on the side of the road today. And usually what you see with these are not, believe it or not, some of them may be inmates is on work release, but this is like a private contractor that drives around pickup trucks, pick up trash. And I'm not sure where you got work release inmates or what. See, there goes a garbage truck. Now we're just fixing to come into the big city of Dallas, North Carolina. Definitely ain't Dallas, Texas, huh? And come up on this truck. And like most small towns around, I'm trying to remember where the city limit sign is. Can't remember seeing it. I don't think I might have went past it. But we're in town. I was going to show you the city limit sign of Dallas, North Carolina. But we're in town. And once you come into town, they call this Oakland Street in Dallas. So, you know, got a few houses for sale. Typical little small town. We're going to make a little turn here and kind of go around. I don't know. I tell you what, we're going to do something different. Normally I wouldn't do this, but I'm going to go a little different way just because to show you stuff here. You know, always gutters and whatnot. Normally I would go around the back way. We live in North Carolina, and this is Gaston County. This is a local repair shop that's right here. That's here, and he's got a building across the street. Normally I would go around this, but I want to show you something. So Gaston County, when it was first established in the somewhere around the Civil War, maybe a little pre-Civil War or after Civil War, I'm not rightly sure. I'd have to look the time up. So don't quote me on this, as I'm just not studied up on my history. But the county seat originally was here in Dallas before they moved it to Gastonia about the turn of the century. Somewhere around the turn of the century, they moved the city. But the very first Gaston County, or one of the early Gaston County courthouses, and it's 1846 to 1901, I believe. That's got a historical marker. So this is like the main square in town. And right here is the very first Gaston County, North Carolina courthouse, till 1901 to be exact. Now they built 4 county before they moved it to Gastonia. This particular road you go on actually will take you into Gastonia by the main courthouse. So this is sort of part of the town. Go on right down this little street. This building here at one time used to be a John Deere tractor dealership back in the day. John Deere actually had dealers a little bit everywhere. They consolidated a lot in this area. Basically they've actually kind of done like the automotive, and actually you've got these multi dealers that basically own a bunch of little dealers. James River probably owns 80% of the John Deere franchises in this area. And right down the street, right down here, a little barber shop we're going to ride by. That's where I get my hair cut at. And we're going to go on out this road a little bit, and we're going to go to Dallas's haircut. But we're still in town. City limits actually go a good ways on out here. Every town's got some, you call them low rent or HUD or whatever apartments. Some of them actually look pretty good. So we're going to go out here. Right down here, we just come out of town. Right down here by this gray building they call Rabbits. Been here forever, 3 days. This actually goes out towards community college, believe it or not. Then we're gonna make a little turn right here, and we're going to come up to the dog trimmer. Like I say, another road trip for us. So there the ladies are. They're sitting on the porch. So there is the dog trimmer, Pampering Pets. Okay, I'm going to make one more stop while I'm out before I go to the house. I have to come back and pick Dallas up, but you won't need to know that. And we're going to come up, and just to show you there is the sign that says Dallas, North Carolina. You just went by. So we're gonna go back the way we came. Well, we got a few bags of some stuff, maybe some slaw. Now I'm gonna try to get you looking at towers. And as we go back the same way we came. Now, I don't know if you can see this. I'm gonna try to get you a view and we'll see how this is turning out. That's one tower there. And I'm gonna kind of turn around, try to center the camera, and that's tire number 2 that you see in there. So, you know, we seen these tires earlier on the way in, so that's 2 of them. I don't know if you can see this one. And so we'll get you another view there. There's the first tower, and then we'll turn over a little bit, go around the curve. This is the first tire, that's the second tire. It's real close to the edge of the road right there. That's the second tire right there. And then there's one more of them. And so those 2 are really close together. Truth of it. The first tire, what actually happened originally, one of the Charlotte television stations here actually had a tire on a little mountain called Spencer Mountain. And now just right down the road when we're on our way back home here is the third tower. That's another view of the second tower as we go by. It's kind of off of what we call this other road, so you can, as we come through the woods, you can get a good view of this tower here. That's the second one. So there's 2 of them. And this one, well, actually, I think I missed one. The other one is back off the other way. Oh, there it is. I see it. So we just went past it. This is the third tire. Excuse me. That's the third one right there. So the second one we've seen. So now you've seen all 3 of them. And this is again the same road that goes to the road I live on. And it's about another few minutes to the house from here. So I'm not going to bore you. And we're going to start down there, Gage, and I'll just do you a little shot. Let me kill the radio there. I do this a lot of times. I'll listen to public radio in the car. I don't have satellite radio in this car. It's my older car that my mom left me, and it's the one I use to run around town in a lot because it's just handy. We live on a nice, beautiful road, and you know, I'm just kind of rolling back into the house here to rural North Carolina. It's a pretty place. I disagree with Vernon. It says East Tennessee. Man, we live in the perfect place here. It's only about 3 hours, 2.5, 3 hours to East Tennessee, like Gatlinburg, places like that. And Myrtle Beach is 4.5. And so, you know, or even North Carolina coast nowadays with the roads is 4.5. So we have a pretty country through here. And if you can look way off in the distance is the very 4th tower. That's the main reason I brought this one up. This one isn't quite as big, and I'm not sure what it's for. But it is I think it's a television radio type tire, and it's not as tall as the other 3. The other 3 are television for TV stations. 3 of the 4 major television stations in Charlotte have towers right out here. There's only one of the 4 major. Well, there's 5 stations, but 3 of the 5 actually carry their television towers inside out here right near us. So that's, you know, we're about 30 miles from Charlotte, 25. I hope you enjoyed Slop in the Shop today. Just want to remind you that this is a copyrighted production of James Dedman, Saw Logs Plastic Hubs, for your enjoyment here on YouTube. Please tell your friends about Slop in the Shop or any other of my videos on the channel. Please subscribe if you haven't already did so. And I really appreciate you taking your time to pull a virtual chair up and watching my video. So with no further ado, we will see you in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching my video, especially Slop in the Shop.